All right. Good morning, everyone. How are y'all doing today? Good? All right, we got some goods. Yeah. I'm really bummed about the cold. Like, I'm a very much summer person. Like, unlike, I think, most of the human race, I really like it when it's like in the 90s or 100s. Like, I want it hot. Like, I want to lay on a hot rock and be a lizard and just like soak up the sun. Like, I swear I might be cold-blooded. And not in like a lizard sort of way. Anyway, so the cold is definitely, I don't know if it affects anyone else, but it affects me. But the benefit is I really like hot chocolate and I really like coffee. And so I'm like, and I don't like cold coffee for some reason. So I feel like, I don't know, it's nice to like snuggle, you have cold coffee, but it's still good. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I like snuggling up under blankets and having coffee. Although I have so many blankets in the summer as well. My husband thinks I'm crazy. It's okay. All right. Do we have any questions before we get started? I haven't had coffee today. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm like, yeah, but okay. Cool. All right. So first of all, I want to give a huge thank you to those of you that filled out the feedback survey. Like, I really appreciate you taking any amount of time to fill it out. It really helps me. And I've gotten some really enlightening and a little upsetting, so we're gonna fix some things. Because there were some really concerning complaints brought up. So we're gonna go over it, but yeah, had it an 80% feedback, like that's amazing. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you taking time to do it. And I appreciate it so much that I'm gonna give everyone 5 points extra credit to like reward you for your time. Like, I really appreciate you doing it. And I feel like, you know, your time is valuable. So let's put your grade to that as well. So yeah, everyone's gonna get 5 points for doing it. It is anonymous, so I have no clue who did it. So everyone will just get it. But yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. So just, yeah, 5 points for being awesome. Okay. So, thank you. All right. So the general summaries, one thing, so I like the fact that for the most part, I'm on the positive side. So just to orient ourselves, sorry. They come across, so each one is the grouped questions. The not applicable, the 0 is the far left. Then the strongly disagree, neutral in the middle, agree being this purple, and then the light green is the strongly agree. So the more on the right-hand side of the group we are, the more positive. The more on the left-hand side, the more negative. So I'm glad that for the most part, things to be going pretty well in terms of how the lecture format is being presented, that it seems to be, in general, pretty clear. I also am really glad that there are so many of you that do feel that this is a respectful and supportive environment. There was one student, though, that makes me really nervous. And to be honest, the neutrals also make me nervous. So it's very important to me that you feel safe and comfortable in this classroom. Like, this is one of my top priorities. Because if you don't feel safe, then you can't learn. If you can't learn, I can't teach you. And then I can't do my job, you can't do your job. And like, we can't all grow in the classroom. So it's really important to me that you feel safe and comfortable and you feel like this is a respectful environment. So if you don't, please talk to me. Like, if there's anything that I do, or tell someone and have them tell me, like, I don't care. You could slip a note under my office door if you want it to be totally anonymous. Like, please tell me how I can be better, because it's really important to me that you feel comfortable and safe in class. Like, that is, it's my top priority. Your safety is number 1, organic is number 2, and then having fun is number 3. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Organic can only be so much fun. So that's, yeah, whatever. Okay. So then the other thing where I see really drastic shift is on the textbook. So for our textbook, one, I appreciate the honesty of however many people, what is that, like over 20 students saying that they didn't even touch the textbook. That's fair. What I will say is those of you that are on the neutral or not trying it side, or the negative side, try mixing up how you interact with the book. So if you are, like if you tried reading it before class and that wasn't helpful and like that made you more confused, then don't do that. Try waiting until after class and then use the book more as like a supplement to go to like where it is where you have a little bit of confusion, then read the book after the fact. If you've tried reading the book after the fact and that wasn't helpful, then maybe try doing it before and maybe that'll help. If you've tried reading the book in both tenses, try not just reading passively. That in general for me has never been good. Like just trying to read a textbook like a novel doesn't do it for me. So instead try to like take notes while you're reading it, or if you're reading the book after the fact, have your note outlines open and then read the book and add in any sort of extra information that's in the book to fill in gaps, right? So that's how you can use the book more effectively without having to read it like it's a novel. So that would be my recommendation. If you've tried that and you still are very, I hate this textbook, also fair. Not every textbook is good for every person. So in that case, I would encourage you to try other books. So try something like the Organic Chemistry as a Second Language book. So this isn't as much of a textbook as it is more of a summary. But if you're using your lecture notes as your primary source, then this is a great supplement. You're still getting that second voice explaining the content while also getting some practice problems, and it breaks it down really nice. If you don't like this book, then there are loads of other ones you can do, and that one you also have to buy. So, but you can do LibreText or free textbooks. So there's that. If you just hate reading in general, then I would recommend like YouTube videos. So doing like Crash Course, Master Organic Chemistry, anything like that. I just want to make sure that you are getting supported. And so if you also feel like I haven't found anything that I like, come talk to me and we'll find something that will work for you. So we'll find some resource that'll be better to support you so that you are getting the grade that you want. So you are performing at the level you want. Okay, cool. In terms of what is going well, I appreciate that like you all listed a lot of different resources. And it's awesome. So it seems like most of what's happening in the class is generally going well. And I will post this for you. So if you're like trying to like squint and read it right now, don't stress. I'll post it so you can see what you all are liking. But yeah, when I was reading through all of your feedback, this was summarized by Copilot, which, do you know what Copilot is? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna show you Copilot because I just recently came onto it and it is dope. Microsoft Office. So if you go to Microsoft Office, and so I always type in, because I can never remember what the website is, so I just go Microsoft Office Suite OSU sign in, and then I've done it so many times that Google was like, yeah, here's the website. But that's usually how I find it. So then you sign in with your OSU credentials, and essentially it is like ChatGPT. So it is going to be, you have to go to the little square in the upper left-hand corner, and this is true when you're on like a normal computer as well. For some reason, it doesn't normally show up as one of the readily available apps. So you go to More Apps, and that's where you find Copilot. And so Copilot is an AI companion that you have access to, like you pay for it. So, and you actually pay for my access as well, because it comes from tuition. So thanks. Yeah, so it is awesome. So I read all of your feedback, but trying to summarize it was taking a lot of time. So I just highlighted it, pasted it in, and you can see I said summarize my students' feedback, and oops. All right, there it goes. And it summarized it for me. So like I just copied and pasted in each group of like, here's exactly everything that you wrote. And I took everything that you wrote and then it said, okay, here are the key points. And then read through it though, because I've also found that it has weird hallucinations and hiccups. So like it emphasized some things that I was like, you guys didn't emphasize that. Like, so do still read through what it says, but it's really nice, especially for summaries. So like if you're reading part of the book or a website, you can just copy and paste it and say, summarize this. And the nice thing about it is it will actually like fix, let's see if it shows it. Okay, when it's thinking, it like fixes my command for me to be the command that it needs. So I can speak and just say, summarize my feedback. And it like changes it to be like, summarize the feedback so that it highlights the key word and then has a brief description. And like it fills in the rest of the prompt that I'm like, yeah, thanks for knowing what I wanted. So anyway, Copilot, I've only used it for summarizing things so far, but yeah, it's nice. Anyway, so that's how this got summarized. But when I was reading all of your feedback, things that I really liked that you were highlighting where you really appreciated the recorded lectures. So that's not going to change. We're going to keep recording. You like the lecture note outlines. Awesome. We're going to keep doing them. There were comments where it seems like when there was mixed feedback on the extent of writing in having the outlines. So like some people like having the blanks and want more of the blanks, and they said that they're learning better from writing it all out. Whereas other people were saying that they wanted less writing because they felt like they were like falling behind and not able to actually listen at the same time. So it's a really hard balance to meet everybody. What I'll say is I'll try to go through, especially for the second half of the semester, doing practice problems is really important. So I'm going to try to make sure that there are less words that are written and having more of like just filling in structures and mechanisms and drawing that way. So that way you're still drawing it in, you're still getting the practice, and we'll have more practice problems built into our lecture notes. But yeah, that was the big thing that like, there was mixed feedback on that one. So I just wanted to make sure that like, I'm glad that you like them, but I'll try to address those comments of try to make that a little bit better. You like all the resources. Yeah, whatever. You guys can read that. Things that are going well. And things from recitation that seem to be going well. Are you like having your, the small group, you like the format of recitation where it's the small group getting to do more practice problems. Is a time to really, go through challenging problems. It's interactive, awesome. I appreciated that when you're looking at how to improve your own learning, that you seem to really be reflecting. So things like practice problems, awesome. The study more, I saw that quite a bit. And so I left in the way that ChatGPT or whatever this is, Copilot summarized it is I worry about just saying study more because I want to make sure that you know how to do it effectively so that you're actually benefiting from it. So like just going harder doesn't always mean it's better. So you want to make sure that you're doing a like study strategy that is actually paying off for you. So you're actually benefiting from the time you're spending. So I really liked those of you that were calling out your time management and active like participation and active, the active study habits of practice problems. And if you need to give more time, that's great, however much time you need. But I would just say that if you're one person where you're currently saying, I just need to study more, try and see how you can rephrase that to make it a more like deliberate goal of instead of just saying study more, either say like, I'm going to try to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm going to spend 1 hour each day after lecture doing it. Or like before I go to bed, I'm going to do 10 problems of homework questions. like try to have a more deliberate, like concrete goal instead of just study more. Because study more to me is a like, oh, I'll get there eventually. Whereas like having an actual targeted goal, I think is gonna be better. So if you're like, yeah, I just need to study more, try to turn it into like an active plan of how you can implement it during the week. For time management, yo, I get it. And I saw your get to know you activities. Y'all have some crazy schedules right now. Like there were some people that had like 4 jobs right now, which I don't even know how you're doing that. Like that blew my mind. Yeah, do try to give as much time as you can for the class within reason that you are also taking care of yourself. So for time management, what I used to always do is I would actually, and I still do it to be honest, is I would make lists, first of all, just to say these are all of the actual things I need to do. And then what I would do is I would make a weekly plan. So I would say, okay, on Monday at 9:10, I'm gonna be at lecture. So that means at 7 o'clock, I need to wake up. All right, so then I'm gonna check Instagram from 7 to 7:10. And then at 7:10, I'm gonna get in the shower. And I'm gonna shower from 7:10 to, what's plus 15 minutes? 25, to 7:25. And then at 7:25, I'll dry off, get dressed, give that like 5 minutes. And I would break my day down into this itemized list to see where am I wasting time or where can I get more time out of my day. So that, because like I would make the goal of, all right, like I see that I have these massive gaps. Like I have all this hours that I can do. And then when I go to implement it, I would be like, okay, I did one of the things on my scheduled list. And so if you make the list and then try to pay attention to what you are able to achieve and also pay attention to what you're drawn away from. So if you find yourself where you're like, I'm gonna do the homework, and then you sit on YouTube for an hour and you're like, okay, so instead of doing the homework, I was watching YouTube. Maybe instead of making it just like cat videos, which I don't know about you, but that's what I do, that and British comedy shows. Instead of doing that, maybe make it like crash course. Make it a little bit more productive, so it's a productive procrastination, would be my recommendation. So also give yourself rewards. I also used to use positive reinforcement on myself, still do, where it's like, okay, when I do this, I'm gonna get a piece of chocolate. Or when I do this, then I'm gonna be able to go make lunch. Or usually it's food. I'm very food oriented. Food is my number one, like that's my love language. Like that's absolutely how my husband won me. Like he cooked for me and I was like, yo, I'm never leaving. Like, whew. So yeah, like give yourself rewards and yeah. So anyway, I really liked that you were identifying that and there were people that seemed open-ended on how to implement it. So that's why I'm trying to give you like different strategies that hopefully at least one of those or all of them will help you. Actively participate, yes, please do ask questions and come to office hours. That was another one that people are saying was attending office hours. I understand that if my office hours don't work into your schedule, there's still the TA help room. So you can go to the TA office hours for our lecture TA office hours. So that's in Evans Lab 1042. It's right across the hall from my office. That's where the TAs are there from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I want to say it's like fully Monday through Friday. It might be one of the days it like ends early. It ends at like 4 or something. The schedule is posted outside of the room. It's also actually posted on our Canvas site. So you can go to any TA. You can go to our TAs if you want to find any of our TAs to specifically ask them for help. But if their time slots don't work for you, you can go to any of the TAs and they should all be able to help you. So there is that help as well. Or I can't be a tutor for you. So there are tutors if you want tutors. There's a tutor list on our website, or you can contact our course coordinator. She manages our tutors. But problem is that you'd have to pay for that. But if you want just like to meet with me outside of office hours, I'm happy to do that. Just email me, tell me what your availability is for like the week, and I'll find a time to meet with you and we can answer questions. I just can't promise to do it every week, and it's a first come, first served basis. So that's the caveat, but I'm absolutely happy to meet with you outside of office hours as well. Okay, so I really liked all of your recommendations. Okay, so now the advice. A lot of the advice was about implementing practice problems, just wanting more problems, which is going to be really easy and necessary through the rest of the semester. Because basically, now that we're getting into our actual organic reactions, it's all problem-based. It's all just, we need to see it and we need to do it in order to understand it. So this is absolutely going to happen, but I'm also be more targeted to make sure that I'm getting a variety of problems. Because there were a lot of students saying that they wanted harder problems because they felt like by the time they got to the homework was too hard, and so it felt like a disconnect. So I'm going to try to incorporate harder examples into lecture so that homework is meant to challenge you because you have that freedom of, you can use the internet, you can ask each other, you can ask a TA, you can ask me. Like, I want you to kind of struggle because that struggling is learning. Like, the struggle isn't bad. That means you're learning. That's good. You don't want to turn away from a struggle. That's an opportunity to learn. So I don't want to take that away from you, but if you feel like you're so unprepared for that, then that's not good either. So I'm going to try to incorporate harder examples into lecture. And what I'm going to try to do is actually just pull some of the harder homework problems and just go through them in lecture. So that's how I'm going to address this complaint. So it's not going to happen for today because I just found out that you wanted all of this yesterday. But starting next week, that is what I'm going to do. Okay, so for the sake of time, a lot of the other things I'm just going to pull out. Having more office hours. Again, I unfortunately, like my schedule, I wouldn't be able to set up another office hours. I also don't even know how I could find a room at this point in the semester. But what I will say is, if you want to meet with me because your schedule, because a lot of people requesting this were saying that it didn't fit into their schedule, I'm happy to meet with you. And I would also encourage you to use the TA office hours to offset that. For quiz timing, some students were saying that the quizzes were really hard. The quizzes, like our averages, except for that one that there was one that was not great. But for the most part, our averages have been between like 70 and 80%, which is really good. So that to me says that it is actually a reasonable difficulty for the majority of students. Also, the timing, students aren't on average, like you're not all using the full time on the quiz. So if you are finding that in your personal experience that you feel like you don't have enough time, there are a couple of things that could be going on. One, you might have test anxiety. Like, that's the number one thing that I find, not number one, it's one of the things that I find that students will say, like, where they're like, listen, I'm doing everything. I'm doing the homework ahead of time. I did extra practice problems. I did all of the problem sets. I did all the problems out of the book. I went to office hours. I went to the TA office hours. I have a tutor. I'm doing everything, and I'm still not able to finish the quiz in time. You might want to talk to SLDS, because that is like the only thing left is you have test anxiety. And there's no shame on that. A lot of people have test anxiety. Like, a lot of the class receives accommodations, which is good. It's just we're able to better support you. So if you are, you're thinking there's just not enough time on the quiz, I strongly encourage you to talk to SLDS. That would be at least to find out what your options are. They might say that they can't do anything for you, whatever, it's anonymous and whatever. Or they might give you an accommodation that you're like, I don't like that. Cool, you don't have to use it. It's anonymous, nobody will know. So I always recommend SLDS to at least find out what your possible accommodations are. Okay, outside of that, also I do recommend all of those things I listed as those are the good practice problems. Make sure, first of all, that you organize your notes. So I have a lot of students that get into like a false sense of security because of the fact that it's an open note quiz. Make sure that you have your notes organized and open and ready, so that way you're not wasting time trying to find them while you're taking the quiz. Like I see some students like leave the quiz and then open up the notes and then they have to open the quiz back up. Don't be bouncing around. Have your notes on like a separate device if you can. So maybe go to the library and take it at the library. Or maybe try to have like a summary sheet on physical paper, and then that way the quiz is just open and you can just have it all written there. Summary sheets are also really good because that condenses all the key information onto a single page, and then you're not flipping around or scrolling. You're just, it's all right in front of you. So those are my big recommendations, because there were quite a few students that were talking about the quiz. So I just wanted to make sure that you are supported, because I think looking at the grades and the average times, I don't think the quizzes need improvement. So I think it's just I need to better support you before you take the quiz. So yeah, so if you're struggling, let me know. We can talk about individualized personal plans, but that's the big thing. Okay. The thing that had me very distraught was about our TAs. There were some very alarming, upsetting things said about our TAs. So one, our TAs are going to attend lecture again. They started in the beginning, then they got busy, and just like, you know, your peers, they get busy and then they're like, I'll just watch the recording. Well, now they're here. Like, we're gonna make them come and be present with our class so that they're fully aware of what is going on, so they can better help you and serve you. For the, there were questions of their tone and level of respect. I am going to address that in my meeting with them today. So I'm gonna make sure that they are being respectful, and I'm sure, I will say, they're all lovely people. Like, I mean, I meet with them every week. Like, so I will say, just to, you know, defend them, I'm sure whatever it was most likely a misunderstanding. So I'm gonna work on making sure that their tone matches their intent. Because that was my big issue when I was a TA, was that I was just so passionate that like, I came off as aggressive. And I was like, okay, that's not what I want. I just wanted everyone to like be engaged. I wanted you to learn, and people were like, yeah, you gotta back off. And I was like, okay. So I'm hoping that that's it, is that the tone mismatches. What I will say though is, if you have any personalized complaint, please let me know. And if you want to be anonymous, I will keep it anonymous. Again, you can just slip a note under my door or whatever. Like, recitation is meant to be helpful. And there were some students who were saying that it was harmful to their education. That's very upsetting. So if there is anything that you can say, like a targeted, this is what happened, please let me know and we will address it. So we want to make sure that you are comfortable in all aspects, in recitation, in lecture, everywhere. Okay, so that was the thing that I really wanted to make sure that was clarified, that like, yeah, we're gonna fix that, because there were some very, very concerning comments brought up about the TAs. Cool. Does anyone have any questions? I know that I just spent a lot of time, but I really appreciate the amount of time you spent on this. So I just really wanted to say thank you and address everything that you said. But does anyone have any comments, questions, concerns? Yes. This? Or, oh, no. So to summarize, so the notes I'm saying that you should summarize them. So I want you to summarize your notes before you take the quiz, because that makes sure that you fully understand, you have all of the like gaps filled in, and so then that's a form of active studying before you take the quiz. So no, I don't want to create that for you, because then it becomes passive studying. So I want you to organize your notes to try to pull out what were the key things that we talked about. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's organic. It is hard. Mhm. Mhm. Okay, so mhm. Right. Okay. So for that situation, try doing the summary sheet. So that way you're not trying to flip through the notes or trying to open them in separate, like create it so you have like the bulleted key points, and especially adding on anything where you're like, this is, something that was in lecture that was really confusing. And Dr. Walters said it a lot, so I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna be a quiz question. So then have it like laid out to be like, identifying our types of SN1, SN2, E1, E2. Have that table written out so you know what each reagent is going to act as. So that way you can, that way you're not trying to revisit the notes to read over it. You shouldn't be rereading all of your notes during the quiz. That's not the intent. But having the notes open is meant to be a, oh, I look at this, that's that detail. It's so that you can keep all the details straight, is my hope. So I would recommend having the summary sheet beforehand to make sure. And then with that, what I would also recommend is when you get to the point, because you said that you do submit it early, I would, when you get to the point where you're like, I'm about to hit submit and just be done with it, in that moment, take one or two questions, like whatever you're most unsure about, and go to your notes for those. So instead of trying to do every question looking at the notes, have it just be try to get the most out of the experience you can. So if you have 3 more minutes left, or 2 more minutes, or 1 more minute, however much time you have, take that time to be like, okay, now I'm gonna read my note to quickly double check just that 1 or 2 questions, instead of trying to check all of them. Does that sound like a reasonable thing to try on this upcoming quiz? Okay. I would like you to schedule a meeting to meet with me so that we can try to talk about your experience in particular. Because it sounds like there might be more details that we gotta talk out. Because yeah, let's figure out how I can better help you. So yeah, but thank you. All right, do we have any other comments, questions, concerns, vibes? Cool. All right, let's get back into organic then. So again, thank you so much for doing this. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, so we left off talking about ester hydrolysis. So with ester hydrolysis, we had said that the advantage was that it was going to do, or it wouldn't do E2, because remember, SN2 and E2 are in competition. So if I want SN2, then I will choose a reagent that is a nucleophile only, so that I don't have to worry about the elimination, right? So that was the benefit of how to get to the alcohol, because remember, OH, that hazard is OH minus hydroxide is your strong base, strong nucleophile. So if I used NaOH directly here, my major pathway would actually be elimination, and my minor would be my desired product. Especially at room temperature. So I could bias it. Ooh, how could I bias it if I wanted to try to have substitution be my major? If I'm trying to pick between substitution versus elimination, what condition do I use? Yeah. Yeah, cold, temperature. So the way to get around that, so if you did want to use NaOH directly, if you made it cold, so something like 5 degrees Celsius or whatever, anything less than 20, then that would give you your major is the OH, your major is the substitution, but you do still get some of the minor product. So the benefit of the ester hydrolysis is that you don't see the minor at all. because it's not a base. So it can't do the elimination. Now we're in substitution only. That's the benefit of this, is so that you are getting exclusively your alcohol. So you start with the acetate. So you don't use the hydroxide directly. You use acetate first. You make that ester, and then you're going to cleave the ester using that NaOH. So that's how we're getting to our alcohol. So that was that benefit, right? Yes. Yeah, that's a great question. So the question is like, after you do all the steps to figure out the major, how do you know what the minor is? So your minor is going to be, if you have, like if you come down to that category of you're doing substitution versus elimination, whatever is the substitution product is the major, the minor is elimination. So you get majors and minors when you're competing substitution versus elimination. So you don't really have majors and minors for, if you're looking at like the mechanistic pathway, you don't normally have it like SN1 versus SN2. Then we don't see the majors and minors. It's when you're looking at, is it doing substitution or elimination, that's when you get major and minor. So it's when you are strong, strong or weak, weak. That's when we're seeing major and minor products. We can also see minor products with our eliminations, where we can get the less substituted alkenes or like the less stable alkenes. So that was the other time that we saw minor products, was for the elimination reactions. Unless you're doing E2. So it was really E1 was the issue. E1 had minor, because E1 doesn't care about the strength of the base. Okay, I see people feverishly writing, so let me write that down, because I feel like that may have been missed. Okay. So if you're picking between substitution versus elimination, so that was when we had our strong, strong, which I'm just going to abbreviate as SS, or weak, weak. Then once you find your major, the other is the minor. And then if you are doing E1, then minor alkene products can exist. Such as that Hoffman or Z would be your minors. Because E1 wants to make the most stable alkene possible. So the major was that Zatseb, the most substituted, or E, where the big groups are as far apart as possible. So with E1, you get minor alkene products where you start to see the Hoffman or the Z alkene. But it's like minimal, like way less likely. Minor. That's a really good question. Are there any other questions? Does that make sense? Okay. Yes. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So for E1, the major, let me rewrite this. Your major is that Zatseb and E. The minor can be the Hoffman or Z. And you could also potentially have SM1 as another possibility. Yeah, you can have multiple minor products, yeah. Yes. Say that again? So for E1, you're not going to be able to have the major B Hoffman or the major B Z. The major will never be Hoffman or Z with E1. The major will always be ZAT7E. Yes. E2 is that's the one that can switch, because E2 must be antiperiplanar. If you don't have antiperiplanar, you do not have E2. So E2 was where we could get that E versus Z possibility if you only had one beta hydrogen. Yes. Yes, and then for E2, SN2 can also be a minor, because that's that when you're picking between the substitution versus elimination. Yeah. Any other questions? Cool. All right. So for that ester hydrolysis, the mechanism part, the reason that we're walking through this, because I know I told you that like you won't be asked the mechanism on the exam, so you might be asking, why the heck are we going through it at all then? The reason why is I hope that you see that you can do hard things. And hopefully, like, some students will tell you Orgo 2 is easier than Orgo 1. And I believe, I would say it's different. So I like Orgo 2 better because in Orgo 1, I'm like throwing so much information at you. Like it is just, you're doing substitution, you're doing elimination. Now you have the language, you got to do IUPAC, you have to know stereochemistry. Like I'm just throwing information at you and just like, cool, you got it, right? And so like, that's a lot. With Orgo 2, it's more so, let's apply it. So if you like puzzles, then Orgo 2 is usually going to be easier for you. Or if you have a really strong Orgo 1, then Orgo 2 is also going to be easier for you. So that's usually like what I'm hoping to illustrate here is that with your Orgo 1 knowledge, you'll be able to do Orgo 2. So like when you're just thinking through the reaction just with what you know right now, you can do the hard thing that I'm like, yeah, you know, this is something that they're going to teach you in Orgo 2. You can do it now because you know nucleophile, electrophile, acid, base, oxidant, well, we'll get into oxidant, reductant. And like, if you can identify the reaction category, you can do all of organic pretty much. And if you know resonance, that can also help you think about your reactivity. All right, so we had said at the beginning, it was, so we're just looking at the mechanism for this second part, just the ester hydrolysis part. How do I get from the ester to the alcohol? And so we were looking at this resonance structure that is not a good resonance structure, right? This is not a resonance structure you will ever draw. So this is just to help you recognize that this carbon is electrophilic. So that means I've identified an electrophile and a nucleophile, right? So if this is my nucleophile, I'm looking for the most electrophilic site on the ester. The most electrophilic site is the one that's the most partial positive. When I draw a resonance structure, I see a formal positive. It's not a good resonance structure, but still, I see that positive there. So that tells me that's the site that I attack because I go from the most nucleophilic site to the most electrophilic site. So I go from that negative to that positive. And so what I told you is that the reality is that it's actually going to be on the original carbonyl, so that you'd be going from the lone pair to the electrophilic carbon, that most delta positive carbon, and then you push the electrons up onto the oxygen because then you're giving it to the more electronegative atom, right? So like all of that should hopefully be like, okay, yeah, I can see how that flows, right? Where you're going from the most negative to the most positive, and then you can't violate carbon's octet, so you have to push the electrons up onto oxygen. So that was the nucleophilic attack. So this is what overall reaction transformation did we do here, going from there to there? Is it substitution, addition, or elimination? It's addition, it was also written, but how do I know it's addition? You have less pi bonds. You went from pi bond to no pi bond, right? So going from that no pi or pi bond to no pi bond, that overall is addition. So we might have a lot of different steps here, but that step was addition. It fits into one of those three categories. So that first step was addition. Sweet. So now we reassess. So I'm like, okay, I look at this thing. This is everything that I have in solution, basically, is just this. So I'm like, all right, I see that I have this O minus. I'm not going to stop because I'm not neutral yet, right? So I need to go until I am neutral, until my carbon scaffold is neutral. So I'm going to take these electrons and I'm going to try to make a double bond, right? So if I have these electrons come back down, and actually, let me say one thing. If you protonated this, because that is another possibility, like maybe instead of it having the electrons form the carbon double bond, which I did tell you, remember that we talked about how that carbon-oxygen double bond is really stable. So if you can make it, it's favorable, right? But besides that, if I had some sort of acid in solution and I protonated that so that I'm now looking at, get rid of that, this thing. Does this thing look stable? No, like that's a lot of oxygens all around that carbon, right? So if you look at it, use your chemical intuition. You've looked at this and you're like, I've never seen anything like that before. That thing looks weird. Yeah, it's probably not gonna stay that way. It is highly unstable. Your chemical intuition, your gut of like, is spot on. So instead of just protonating, we're like, all right, I probably need to break a bond then. Like I need to get some of these oxygens off that carbon because that's too many oxygens all around the same carbon. So that's how I know that I'm definitely not just gonna protonate it to make it neutral. That's how I know I'm gonna keep going, keep breaking bonds. So if I have this come down, I have the option of, all right, which of these three bonds am I gonna break? So you already have the answer to no, but we can talk about why. So if I break this bond and I kick out that OH, what does that do? What does your product look like? Yeah. The starting material, right? The OH was the thing that just came in. So if I kick that OH back out, all I did was go backwards, which is why equilibrium arrows are correct, because that can happen. It can go backwards, but that's not productive. So I'm gonna think, okay, probably not kicking out that OH. All right, so then what if I consider kicking out that carbon? What about that one? Is carbon a good leaving group? No, carbon's not electronegative. It's not pulling that electron density towards itself. We're never gonna kick out that carbon as a leaving, like we're not gonna kick out a methyl. Like don't just like have methyls leave, don't do that. That's gonna be so unstable. That's one of the strongest base we know, the strongest nucleophile we know is that methyl anion. So that is, we're definitely not gonna kick that out. That's gonna be way too reactive. So then that leaves us with, all right, cool, well then it's gotta be that one in order to get to a more stable product. It had to be that one to be kicked out, right? So then we're like, all right, I'll just think through what does that do? So if I kick that out, so then I'm going to have that nucleophile is like kicking out, well, let's not even think about it as a nucleophile. We'll just say that we're kicking out the leaving group. Because that's essentially what it is, right? If it's leaving the carbon scaffold, it has become a leaving group. So then at that point, now what type of reaction am I doing? Am I doing substitution, elimination, or addition? Elimination, how do I know? Because I'm now making a pi bond. I'm going from no pi bonds to pi bond. So that is elimination. So we're just doing an elimination reaction. It's a weird looking one, but it's still just an elimination reaction overall. Because I'm going from pi bond to no pi bond. No, the other way around. No pi bond to pi bond. So it's elimination. All right. So now I'm here. And what would happen next? Acid base. Why do I have to do acid base? What, besides the fact that that's the product that we see next, what functional group is this? What is it? Carboxylic acid. So what's it act as? An acid, right? So I have a good acid. So do I have anything that can act as a base? Yeah, I got that O minus. That O minus is a strong base. So I'm not going to be able to avoid it. I have a strong base and a strong acid next to each other. They're going to react. In this case, it's a good thing because it's favorable. So then the last step of this is that deprotonation. This is actually the driving force, is this acid-base reaction. Because I'm now making a weak base and a weak acid. So that's going to help favor the equilibrium in the forward direction. And using Le Chatelier, when I'm funneling towards this, it brings everything more towards that, right? So that's what the driving force is that it's essentially like funneling down to something that's more stable. That's the well, that's the energetic favorable aspect that brings the whole reaction forward, right? So you just did that. That's an Orgo-2 reaction that I guarantee you, like if you ask any Orgo-2 student right now, they might initially be like, oh, I didn't learn that yet. Or I learned it, but oh, I don't remember. But you know, if you just stop and think, you got it. You know it. It is just addition, elimination, and then acid base. Just thinking about relative strength of your bonds and relative stabilities. So one other thing I want to think about before we leave is, why can that alkoxide be a leaving group? Because I told you alkoxides were bad leaving groups. So why could I do it here? Yeah. Oh, no, you were scratching. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, so part of it is definitely going to be a big thing is the stability, is it's the most stable. But also keep in mind, we're out of time, so I'm just going to tell you. We started with O minus. Remember, if you start with O minus, it's going to be okay to make O minuses. You're already in a basic conditions, so it's going to help stabilize that. So if you start with the O minus, you can make O minus. So we are in basic conditions. Awesome. Have a wonderful weekend. I will see you all Monday. Be safe.